Hello everyone, welcome to Saturday Core and Recovery. If you are tuning in through my website at the moment, please go ahead and click on that video. That will direct you to YouTube, and then from there, go ahead and drop a comment so I know who is participating in my class today. We'll get started in about 3 minutes or so. There are a few items that you may want to have for the class today, just in case you need to modify any of the exercises. If you have yoga blocks, you can use those. If you have a chair, have that ready. And then if you have a foam roller, that's going to be necessary for one of our exercises. If you don't have a foam roller, you will use socks and a tile floor. You can do the same exercise with those things. Again, if you are just tuning in through my website, please click on that video. That will direct you to YouTube, and then from there, leave a comment so I know you're in my class. Make the announcement one more time before we get started. If you are tuning in through my website, please go ahead and click on the video. That will direct you to YouTube, and then from there, drop a comment so I know who's participating today in my class. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's start in a nice seated position. I'm going to sit cross-legged. If you have a cushion or a block, I do recommend putting that underneath your butt, just so you can sit up a little bit higher. General rule of thumb, when we're sitting on the floor, you want your hips higher than your knees. That'll allow you to stack your spine and maintain a nice neutral back. So sit up nice and tall, reach through the top of your head, ground and root through your tailbone. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to go through a pretty simple breath practice. This breath practice, what we're going to do is we're going to inhale for 6 counts, exhale for 6 counts, and that's it. With our breath, we want the transition between inhale and exhale to be seamless, and the transition from exhale to inhale, or I forget which one I said first, inhale to exhale. You get the point. We want those transitions in between those 2 cycles of breath to be seamless so that one follows naturally after the other. So I'll take a nice big inhale together through our nose. Exhale through our nose. Inhale through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own count. 6 beats inhale, 6 beats exhale. Breathing in and out through your nose only. With each inhale, trying to allow your lungs to fill to full capacity, and with each exhale, allowing all of the air to leave your body. Allow your breath to return to a more natural state, even though some might argue that that breathing pattern is the most natural state for our breath. I encourage you throughout the class to breathe only through your nose. Try to take nice deep inhales, nice deep exhales. Drop your chin to your chest. Trace your collarbone to the left with your chin looking over your left shoulder. Look up towards the ceiling. Look over your right shoulder. Trace your collarbone with your chin back to center. 3 circles in this direction. Good. Reverse directions. Look over your right shoulder. Look up towards the ceiling. Look over your left shoulder. Trace your collarbone with your chin. And repeat. Go ahead and remove your cushion or block and come on to an all fours position. Make sure that your hips are stacking over your knees, shoulders are stacking over wrists. Inhale, drop the stomach towards the floor, lift the tailbone, lift the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the pelvis, tuck the head. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to neutral. Bring the top of your head to the floor. Interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows and forearms on the floor. We're going to work just with the lumbar spine, so the lower back, tilting and tucking the pelvis. Inhale, lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tuck. Good. Come back to all fours. Sit the hips back onto the heels. Now we're going to isolate and work mostly with the upper back. Same thing. Inhale, lift the head. Think of sticking the chest forward, arching the back. And then exhale, round the upper back. Tuck the chin. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Right hand behind your head. Bring your right elbow to your left elbow and then twist. Elbow to elbow, twist. Good. Switch sides. Left hand behind the head, elbow to elbow, and then twist. back up onto all fours. Try to bring your right shoulder to your right hip. Curve to the side, come back to center. Left hip, left shoulder, back to center. Good, go ahead and tuck the toes. Maybe walk the hands forward 3 or 4 inches, maybe 6 inches, and then lift the hips up into the air, downward facing dog. I like to keep a slight bend in my knees. Take a moment to put a little bit of movement into this pose, right? Pedal the feet, maybe shift weight side to side, maybe forward and back. Good. Shift your weight forward to a plank position. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand and twist. As you twist, think of reaching through that back left heel, growing long, reach through the crown of your head. Good. Back to plank. Shift your weight back to downward facing dog. If you'd like from here, touch your left ankle with your right hand, then touch your right ankle with your left hand. Good. Shift your weight back to plank, left foot outside of left hand. Twist. Back to plank, downward facing dog, touch opposite ankle, shift your weight forward, right foot outside of right hand, twist, back to plank, shift to downward facing dog, opposite ankle, plank, left foot outside left hand, twist, back to plank, downward facing dog, opposite ankle. You're getting the pattern. Shift forward, right foot, right hand, twist. Downward facing dog, opposite ankle. Shift forward, left foot, left hand, twist. Back to plank. Downward facing dog, opposite ankle. Good. Shift forward back to plank. We're just going to hold. Keep your glutes tight. Squeeze your legs. Press the floor away with your arms. Reach through your head long. Try to make your spine as long as possible. Good. Knees to the floor, feet together, knees wide. Child's pose. Good. Make your way onto your back. If you need to get a sip of water, now's a good opportunity. If you need to scratch your kitty, now's a good opportunity. All right, dead bugs. If you've been in my class before, these will be very familiar for you. If you're already familiar with them, go ahead and do whatever version you like. If this is your first time doing dead bugs, I'll walk you through them. 3 versions. Version 1, arms are going to be on the floor, hands facing down. Knees pointing straight up in the air. Squeeze your core as hard as you can. Think of tucking the pelvis under, okay, right? Cat-cow, right? This is the Cow part, udders are coming out. Cat, rounded back, right? Tucking the pelvis. From here, slowly lower your feet towards the floor, opening the hips, keeping that core engagement, and then bring your knees back. The point is, as I'm lowering, I'm not allowing my back to arch, okay? If my back maintains a neutral position here, it means that my hips are lengthening, weight is going further away from my body, which is forcing my core to engage more. All right, version 2, arms straight up in the air. You're gonna have arms and hips go at the same time, hands and feet hover an inch from the floor, everything comes back to center. Version 3, extend the legs at the base of the exercise, and then come back to neutral. Okay, choose 1, 2, or 3, do 15 to 20. Make sure to inhale as you open, exhale as you close. Let's go. Good. Finish up if you have a few more left. Maybe do 3 more. Then we'll move on to the next dead bug. All right, dead bug number 2. This is going to be a contralateral exercise, which means we are working with opposite limbs. This is going to be a bit of a, it's going to screw with your mind a little bit as well as your body, okay? So what it's going to look like, knees pointing straight up, arms pointing straight up, opposite limbs. Right arm goes as left leg extends, and then back to center. Okay? What I want to see is, as you're doing opposite limbs, I'm trying to reach as far away from my body as I can with my arm, at the same time reaching as far as I can with that leg. Okay? I want to feel a stretch, a line of tension all the way across my body, from the tip of my finger all the way to that opposite toe. Okay? And then with my other limbs, I'm thinking of squeezing them in towards each other, okay? So I should feel nice tight tension between my neutral shoulder and my neutral hip, okay? And then back to center. So I'm reaching and squeezing at the same time. Okay, those opposite forces are really good for the core to feel. All right, let's do 15 to 20. On your own count, begin. Inhale as you open. Exhale, close. If you want an added challenge with the arm and hip that are not moving, put that hand up against your knee, press the knee into your hand, press your hand into your knee as hard as you can. Good. Finish up if you have a few more left, maybe 4 more, and then we'll move on. All right. Next exercise, toe touches. We pretty much do these every class. It's one of my favorite core exercises. Essentially a crunch, but just turned up a little bit, okay? So it's gonna look like you're gonna start with legs up in the air, knees can be bent slightly. Version 1, engage your core, reach halfway up your shins, come back down. Version 2, engage your core, slide up the shins, touch your toes, come back down. Version 3, legs will be hovering, reach up, touch your toes, back down. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. All right, try 15 to 20. Exhale as you crunch, inhale as you come down. Nice. When you finish, stretch your legs out, stretch your arms overhead, reach, 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 reach. Good. Bend your legs, feet flat on the floor. Make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. Bridge your hips up into the air by squeezing your glutes, driving your feet into the floor. Okay? Arms are by your sides, palms facing up, opening the shoulders, rolling the shoulder blades underneath. So kind of squeezing them towards each other and then down the back. Stabilize your hips, extend one leg, and hold. Switch. 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 And switch. Good. Both feet flat on the floor, hips to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. If you want, you can rock side to side a little bit. All right, for this next exercise, you will need a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use socks on a slippery surface like tile or linoleum, any sort of flat, slippery surface, okay? If you're using the foam roller, you're gonna lie on your back. Foam roller is gonna be just above your heels, okay? Arms by your sides. Squeeze your glutes, bring your hips off the floor. Curl your feet in towards your glutes, and then slowly extend the legs. Good, and repeat. Squeeze, slide in, slowly extend. Good, a few more if you have it. Nice. When you finish, go ahead and make your way onto your side. You want to be one nice line from shoulders to knees, so try not to have your knees too far in front or have your back arched, knees too far behind, okay? Nice neutral position. You're going to drive your bottom leg into the floor, lifting your hips, and then lift your top leg, legs together, back down. Repeat. I'm going to do 15. Up, open, close, down. Good, finish up if you have a few more left, and then switch over to the other side. All right, other side, 15 on your own count. Begin. Good, finish up if you have a few more left, and then we'll move on. All right. Next few exercises are going to require us to put some load through our hands and wrists. So let's go ahead and warm those up before we do anything else. Open the fingers as wide as they'll go, opening the palms, and then close them. Make them tight, tight fists. Open, close, 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 as fast as you can. Feel free to move your arms around different positions, just to take your mind off the fact that you're doing crazy stuff with your hands and fingers. Keep flashing them. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Good, and shake that out. You know it's time to stop when your pinky starts like not listening to you and starts doing its own kind of dance routine while your other fingers are opening and closing. Good. Interlace your fingers. Right hand on top, left hand underneath. Point your fingers towards the floor. Flip. So now your left hand is on top. Point your fingers to the floor. Flip, point, flip, point, and repeat. Good. Switch directions. Point the fingers up, then flip. Fingers up, then flip. Nice. Shake the hands out, shake the hands out. Good. All right, let's come on to all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Kind of scrunch them up almost like you're clawing the floor. Nice firm base, okay? Bring your knees in, maybe an inch or two from neutral so they're in line with your belly button. You're gonna tuck your toes, suck your belly button up and in, lift your knees an inch off the floor, and hold. And knees to the floor. Good. We're going to do this again. This time, when you're up in that isometric hold, try lifting one foot, then put it down. Maybe try lifting the other foot, put it down. Maybe lift a hand, maybe lift the other hand, maybe lift a hand and a foot, maybe do the other side. Okay, so play around lifting different limbs. Tuck the toes, suck the belly button up and in, and go. Five, four, three, two, one, done. Nice. Shake your hands out, shake your wrists out, shake your arms out. All right, we're going to do the counter pose to that movement, which was beast pose. So the counter pose is called crab pose. For this, if you have sensitive wrists, I recommend using yoga blocks, or you can use a chair. So I'll show you what the full version looks like on the floor, and then I'll show you how to modify it. So for the full version, you're going to be sitting on your butt, arms behind you, shoulders extended, opening the shoulders by rolling them back, squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other and down, lifting the chest, head back, chin slightly tucked. Fingers are pointing away from my body, okay? What I'm going to do from here is I'm just going to lift my hips. I'm thinking of tilting my pelvis back. So, right, cow, not cat. Cow. Little extension in the spine. All right, that's the full version. If that's hard on your hands, try turning your fingers out so they're pointing out to either side of your body. Okay, that'll make it a little easier. If that's still hard on your wrists, try using a block or two blocks. I don't have another block at the moment. Fingers pointing out towards the side. If that's still uncomfortable, use a chair. Okay? So choose your version. We're going to go up and we are going to hold. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Nice. Same thing we did with beast pose. We're now going to go up into crab pose, practice lifting different limbs. Okay? Take a moment, catch your breath. And when you're ready, begin. Lift one foot, lift the other. As you do this, try not to shift your weight side to side, okay? We want the core to be doing the work. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Nice. Shake your arms out, shake your shoulders out, roll your shoulders. Keep it loose, shake it out. Nice. All right, we're going to cool down now. Stretch it out. We've done enough work for today. All right, to start, let's have our left leg in front, right leg behind. We're going to be in a position called 90-90. So you want 90-degree angle in your back leg here, 90-degree angle in the front. Try to lift up nice and tall, reaching through the crown of your head. Maintaining a neutral spine, you're going to lean forward over that front leg as far as you can. Bring your hands to the floor or maybe to a block. Good, slowly lift up out of that, and let's switch over to the other side. Good, slowly. Turn to face forward. Legs in V or straddle position. Take a moment here to move your hips a little bit. Feel free to maybe bend one leg a little bit more than the other, bend the other, maybe twist towards one leg, maybe twist towards the other. Often find that we get so prescriptive when it comes to stretches that we forget that we can move in these positions, right? We're like, okay, I'm gonna straddle, then I'm gonna lean forward. Have fun, move around, see what feels good. Good, close the legs, bring the feet together, open the knees wide. Again, make this active. Feel free to rock side to side. Maybe open and close, butterfly, flap the knees. Good, and relax. That is going to be the class for today. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Really, really appreciate it. Now we can all do what everyone actually wants to do on Saturday and sleep like my cat. All right, thank you again. I will be teaching Monday night yoga and meditation. So if you're interested in a nice, easy, relaxing way to start your week, that class will be at 7 p.m., same place, thelovegym.org. Thank you. I will see you again.